So imagine this, you're standing on a stage, not just any stage, but your stage. The spotlight, that's your awareness. The crowd, that's every belief, pattern and thought, waiting to laugh, shift and listen. And as the mic touches your fingers, something strange happens. You begin to speak, not as you were, but as you're becoming. Because when the voice inside you knows, it can be both wildly unpredictable and powerfully consistent, something unlocks. Like the time that eccentric, misunderstood artist tripped over his words, only to land in a standing ovation. You remember right, he didn't plan it, he embodied it. In that messy, unfiltered moment, the audience saw something they couldn't look away from. Authenticity. That breathless confidence. Flaw that feels like freedom. You feel that now, don't you? That magnetic pull of not needing to be perfect. Just perfectly real. And as that energy moves, a question forms, not in words, but in experience. What if everything you used to resist is now the very thing that draws people to you? Because here's the secret that's been waiting all along. The outsider becomes the leader the moment they stop seeking permission. Let's loop that around. Like the callback in a killer set, returning just when it lands hardest. The audience doesn't follow the one who's polished. They follow the one who's present. Now breathe into this. A pattern forms beneath the laughter, unconscious, rhythmic, unstoppable. You always bounce back. Every failure is just fuel. The more ridiculous the fall, the louder the applause when you rise. Because when life throws a banana peel, you don't step around it. You slide, arms flailing, wide grin, owning every second, because that is how comedy rewires pain into power. That's how emotions process themselves, not through resistance, but through ridiculous release. And there's a moment now when you're realizing the absurdity you once judged. It's now your greatest stage. The flaws you hid, they're your opening bid. The chaos you feared, that's the script the universe already loves. And what's more, people mirror your state. So when you start showing up with that animated, absurd magnetic energy, even if it's raw, even if it's weird, they can't help but vibe with it. You pull them in, not by trying, just by being. And you know this now, even deeper. The strongest frame wins, and laughter is the frame breaker. Curiosity is your superpower. Because when nothing has to make sense, everything becomes interesting. Satire is your sword, slicing through illusion with a smirk. Let's run another loop. You're mid-story. You're not sure where it's going. Neither is the crowd. But they're leaning in. Why? Because your unpredictability is trustworthy. Think about that. Really feel that. Unpredictability that's safe. Chaos that heals. Comedy that connects. That's the new operating system now downloading. With every pause, you're reminded. Failure never existed. It was just rehearsal for punchlines you hadn't written yet. And every time someone didn't get the joke, that wasn't rejection. It was just setup for a better bit, for a sharper insight, for the moment where the whole room gets it at once and laughs with their whole soul. That's the power you're installing now. The belief that your voice matters even more when it shakes. The knowing that emotions, they aren't weakness. They're comic timing. The certainty that people crave your rawness, not your polish. And for this moment, in this loop that keeps tightening, deepening, amplifying, the belief system becomes reflex. The comedy becomes your compass. The stage becomes your sanctuary. Because everything real, everything raw, everything ridiculous, it's all yours to alchemize. And now a new loop begins. What if every emotion you feel is an invitation? What if vulnerability is just a permission slip to be unforgettable? What if your eccentricity is the exact code that unlocks the hearts of everyone watching. It is, and it has been. And as this continues building, evolving, layering, this new operating system keeps running in the background, even when you're not aware of it, especially when you're not aware of it, because now the change isn't coming. It's already happening.